pain. It's a word that resonates with every human being on this planet. We've all experienced it in some form or another. Physical pain, emotional pain, mental anguish, these are universal experiences that connect us all. But today, I want to talk to you about moving beyond pain, about transforming your life from one of suffering to one of peace and fulfillment. You see, pain is not meant to be a permanent state. It's a signal, a message from your body and mind telling you that something needs to change. But too often, we get stuck in that pain. We let it define us, control us, limit our potential. We start to believe that pain is all there is, that it's our destiny to suffer. But I'm here to tell you that this is not true. You have within you the power to overcome any pain, to rise above any challenge, to transform your life from one of hurt to one of healing. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You don't know what I've been through. You don't understand my pain. And you're right. I don't know your specific circumstances, but what I do know is the human spirit. I know the incredible resilience and strength that lies within each and every one of you. Think about it for a moment. Your body is a marvel of creation. When you cut your finger, what happens? Your body immediately goes to work, sending white blood cells to fight off infection, clotting the blood to stop the bleeding, and gradually knitting the skin back together. Your body knows how to heal itself. And just as your body has this innate ability to heal physical wounds, your mind and spirit have the ability to heal emotional and mental wounds. But here's the key. You have to allow that healing to happen. You have to be an active participant in your own recovery. So how do we do this? How do we move from pain to peace? Let me share with you some principles that can guide you on this journey. First, we need to understand that pain is not your enemy. Pain is a teacher. It's trying to show you something important about your life, about your choices, about the way you're living. When you stub your toe, the pain teaches you to be more careful where you walk. When you touch a hot stove, the pain teaches you not to do that again. In the same way, emotional and mental pain are trying to teach you something. Maybe you're in a toxic relationship, and the pain you feel is teaching you that you deserve better. Maybe you're stuck in a job you hate, and the stress and anxiety you feel are teaching you that it's time for a change. Maybe you've experienced loss, and the grief you feel is teaching you about the preciousness of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. So instead of running from pain or trying to numb it, I challenge you to face it. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what is this pain trying to teach me? When you approach pain with curiosity rather than fear, you open yourself up to profound growth and transformation. Next, we need to understand that healing is a process, not an event. Too often, we want instant solutions. We want to wake up one day and have all our pain magically disappear. But that's not how life works. Healing takes time. It takes patience. It takes consistent effort. Think about a broken bone. When you break a bone, you don't just snap your fingers and have it heal instantly. It takes weeks, sometimes months. You have to wear a cast, do physical therapy, gradually rebuild your strength. Emotional healing is the same way. It's a journey, not a destination. So be patient with yourself. Understand that there will be good days and bad days. There will be moments of progress and moments of setback. But as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep doing the work, you will heal. And what does that work? It starts with self-awareness. You need to understand your pain, its roots, its triggers. This might mean journaling, meditation, or talking with a trusted friend or professional. The goal is to shine a light on your pain, to bring it out of the shadows where it can fester and grow. Once you have that awareness, you can start to make changes. Maybe you need to set boundaries in your relationships. Maybe you need to change your lifestyle habits. Maybe you need to let go of old grudges or forgive yourself for past mistakes. Whatever it is, take action. Small, consistent steps forward are the key. Now let's talk about perspective. Your perspective shapes your reality. If you see yourself as a victim, if you believe that life is just one painful experience after another, then that's what your life will be. But if you can shift your perspective, if you can see challenges as opportunities for growth, if you can find meaning in your struggles, then everything changes. I'm reminded of a story about two men who were both diagnosed with the same serious illness. One man fell into despair. He stopped taking care of himself, pushed away his loved ones, and spent his days in misery. The other man decided to use his diagnosis as a wake-up call. He improved his diet, started exercising, rekindled old friendships, and pursued long-forgotten passions. Both men had the same illness, but their perspectives led to vastly different outcomes. You have the power to Choose your perspective. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond to it. Choose to see the lessons in your pain. Choose to see the opportunities for growth. Choose to believe in your own resilience and strength. Another crucial aspect of moving from pain to peace is connection. Humans are social creatures. We're not meant to go through life alone, especially not when we're hurting. Isolation only amplifies our pain. Connection, on the other hand, can be incredibly healing. Reach out to others. Share your story. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. You might be surprised at how many people can relate to your struggles, how many people are willing to offer support and understanding. And in helping others, in sharing your own journey, you'll find that your own pain begins to lessen. This doesn't mean you have to broadcast your pain to the world. It means finding your tribe, those few trusted individuals who can hold space for you, who can offer empathy without judgment. It might be friends, family, a support group, or a professional counselor. The important thing is to not go through this alone. Now let's talk about purpose. One of the most powerful antidotes to pain is purpose. When you have a clear sense of why you're here, what you're meant to contribute to this world, it can give you the strength to overcome any obstacle. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It can be as simple as being the best parent you can be, or creating art that brings beauty into the world, or helping others in your community. The key is to find something that lights you up, something that makes you feel alive and connected to something bigger than yourself. When you're living with purpose, pain loses its power over you. It becomes just one part of your journey, not the defining feature of your life. You start to see how your struggles have shaped you, how they've made you stronger, more compassionate, more resilient. Let me share a personal story with you. There was a time in my life when I was consumed by pain. I had experienced a series of setbacks and losses that left me feeling hopeless and defeated. I couldn't see a way forward. I was stuck in a cycle of negative thinking, constantly replaying my failures and disappointment. But then something shifted. I realized that I had a choice. I could continue to let my pain define me, or I could use it as fuel for growth and transformation. I decided to choose the latter. It wasn't easy. There were days when I wanted to give up, when the pain felt overwhelming, but I kept pushing forward. I started small. I began each day by listing 3 things I was grateful for. I started exercising regularly, even when I didn't feel like it. I reached out to old friends and made new ones. I volunteered at a local charity, which helped me gain perspective on my own problems. Gradually, things began to change. The pain didn't disappear overnight, but it became more manageable. I started to have moments of joy and peace. I began to see possibilities where before I had only seen obstacles. And most importantly, I discovered my purpose to help others find their way out of pain and into a life of meaning and fulfillment. That's why I'm standing here today sharing this message with you, because I know that if I could make that journey from pain to peace, so can you. You have everything you need within you. You just need to tap into it. So how do we do that? How do we access our inner strength, our resilience, our capacity for healing? It starts with self-belief. You have to believe that you are worthy of peace, that you deserve happiness, that you are capable of overcoming any challenge. This might seem difficult, especially if you've been in pain for a long time. Your mind might be filled with negative self-talk, with doubts and fears. But remember, these thoughts are not facts. They're just habitual patterns that you've developed over time. And just as you develop these patterns, you can change them. Start by becoming aware of your self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, gently challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Is there another way to look at this situation? Then consciously replace those negative thoughts with positive, affirming ones. Instead of I'll never get over this pain, try I'm healing more each day. Instead of I'm not strong enough to handle this, try I've overcome challenges before and I can do it again. It might feel strange or even false at first, but keep at it. Over time, these new thought patterns will become more natural and they'll start to shape your reality. Another powerful tool for moving from pain to peace is forgiveness. Now, I know this can be a challenging concept, especially if you've been deeply hurt by someone. But hear me out. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened to you. It's not about saying that what happened was okay. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. When you hold on to grudges, when you refuse to forgive, you're not hurting the person who wronged you. You're hurting yourself. You're carrying around a heavy weight that's holding you back from peace and happiness. Forgiveness is about putting down that weight, about choosing your own freedom and peace over the desire for revenge or justice. This includes forgiving yourself. Often we're our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up over past mistakes, over things we should have done differently. But holding on to this self blame only keeps us stuck in. Forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now. Forgive yourself for the choices you made when you were doing the best you could with what you had. Remember, forgiveness is a process. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something you choose to do over and over again until one day you realize that the pain no longer has a hold on you. Now, let's talk about the power of the present moment. So often, our pain comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We replay old hurts or anxiously anticipate future problems. But the only moment we truly have is this one right now. When you learn to live in the present moment, to fully engage with what's happening right here, right now, you'll find that a lot of your pain starts to dissolve. This doesn't mean ignoring the past or failing to plan for the future. It means giving your full attention to the present, where your power lies. Mindfulness practices can be incredibly helpful here. This could be meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a few moments each day to fully engage with your senses. What do you see around you? What sounds can you hear? What sensations can you feel in your body? When you anchor yourself in the present moment like this, you create a space of peace within yourself, a refuge from pain and worry. Another crucial aspect of moving from pain to peace is self-care. When we're in pain, it's easy to neglect ourselves. We might stop eating properly, stop exercising, stop doing the things that bring us joy. But taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's essential. Think about it this way. If you were taking care of a child who was hurting, what would you do? You'd make sure they were eating nutritious meals, getting enough sleep, engaging in activities they enjoy. You need to treat yourself with the same level of care and compassion. This might mean setting aside time each day for activities that nourish you, whether that's reading a book, taking a walk in nature, practicing a hobby, or spending time with loved ones. It might mean saying no to commitments that drain you and yes to opportunities that energize you. It might mean seeking professional help if you're struggling to cope on your own. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. It's what gives you the strength and resilience to face life's challenges and move through pain to peace. Now, let's address the role of acceptance in healing. This can be a difficult concept to grasp because it might seem like accepting your pain means giving up or resigning yourself to suffering. But that's not what acceptance means in this context. Acceptance means acknowledging your reality as it is without trying to fight it or deny it. It's about saying, yes, this is what's happening right now. This is how I'm feeling. When you accept your current reality, you stop wasting energy fighting against it, and you can start using that energy to move forward. This doesn't mean you have to like your situation or that you're not going to work to change it. It just means you're starting from a place of honesty and clarity. From this place of acceptance, you can then ask yourself, given that this is my current reality, what's the next best step I can take? Acceptance also applies to accepting yourself with all your flaws and imperfections. Too often, we cause ourselves additional pain by believing we should be different than we are. We think we should be stronger, smarter, more successful, less emotional. But the truth is, you are exactly who you need to be right now. Accepting yourself as you are is the first step towards positive change. Let's also talk about the power of gratitude. When we're in pain, it can be hard to see anything good in our lives, but cultivating gratitude, even in the midst of difficulty, can be transformative. Start small. Each day, try to identify three things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a stranger, a beautiful sunset. The point is to train your mind to look for the positive, to find moments of beauty and goodness, even in challenging times. As you practice gratitude, you'll start to notice a shift in your perspective. You'll begin to see that even in the midst of pain, there is still good in your life. This doesn't negate your pain or make it disappear, but it does provide balance. It reminds you that your life is more than just your pain. Another powerful tool for moving from pain to peace is helping others. When we're hurting, it's natural to turn inward, to focus on our own pain. But paradoxically, one of the best ways to heal ourselves is to help others. When you reach out to others, when you offer kindness and support, several things happen. First, it takes you out of your own head, giving you a break from your constant focus on your pain. Second, it reminds you of your own strength and capability. Third, it connects you with others, reducing feelings of isolation. And finally, it gives you a sense of purpose and meaning. This doesn't mean you have to take on huge commitments. It could be as simple as offering a listening ear to a friend, volunteering for a cause you care about, or performing small acts of kindness in your daily life. The key is to get out of your own pain for a while and focus on making a positive difference in someone else's life. Now, let's address the importance of patience in the healing process. In our fast paced world, we often expect instant results. We want our pain to disappear overnight, but true healing takes time. It's a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks along the way. There will be days when you feel like you're back at square one. But don't let these moments discourage you. They're a normal part of the process. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even if it's just small steps at a time. Think of it like climbing a mountain. From the bottom, the peak seems impossibly far away, but you don't climb a mountain in one giant leap. You do it step by step, day by day. Some days you might make great progress. Other days you might slip back a bit, but as long as you keep climbing, you will eventually reach the top. The same is true for your journey from pain to peace. Keep taking those steps forward, no matter how small. Celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it might seem, and be patient with yourself. You're not just healing, you're transforming, and transformation takes time. Let's also talk about the power of choice. Every day, in every moment, you have a choice. You can choose to stay stuck in your pain, or you can choose to take a step towards healing. You can choose to believe that you're a victim of your circumstances, or you can choose to see yourself as the author of your own life story. These choices aren't always easy. Sometimes the pain feels so overwhelming that it seems like you don't have a choice, but you do. You always do. Even if it's just choosing to take a deep breath, or choosing to think one positive thought, or choosing to reach out to a friend instead of isolating yourself. Your life is shaped by the choices you make, moment by moment, day by day. Choose wisely. Choose in favor of your healing, your growth, your peace. As we near the end of our time together, I want to remind you of something important. You are not alone. Whatever pain you're going through, whatever challenges you're facing, there are others who have walked a similar path. There are people who understand, who can offer support and guidance. Don't be afraid to reach out, to ask for help when you need it. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom and strength. Remember also that your pain does not define you. It's a part of your story, yes, but it's not the whole story. You are so much more than your pain. You are your dreams, your talents, your love, your resilience. You are every act of kindness you've ever performed, every obstacle you've overcome, every moment of joy you've experienced. As you move forward on your journey from pain to peace, I want you to hold on to this truth. You have everything you need within you to heal, to grow, to transform your life. The strength, the courage, the wisdom, it's all there waiting for you to tap into it. Think about all the challenges you've already overcome in your life. Think about the times when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. You're still here. You're still fighting. That's not just luck or chance. That's your inner strength shining through. Now, I want you to imagine your future self. Imagine the person you'll be when you've moved through this pain, when you've found your peace. What does that person look like? How do they carry themselves? What light shines in their eyes? That person is you, not some far off, unattainable ideal, but the real you waiting to emerge. Every step you take towards healing, every moment you choose peace over pain, you're becoming more and more that person. It's not about reaching some perfect state where you never feel pain again. It's about developing the resilience, the wisdom, the inner peace to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. As you go forward from here, I want you to remember these key points. Pain is not your enemy. It's a teacher. Listen to what it's trying to tell you. Healing is a process, not an event. Be patient with yourself. Your perspective shapes your reality. Choose to see opportunities for growth. Connection is crucial. Don't isolate yourself. Reach out to others. Living with purpose gives you strength to overcome any obstacle. Believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you know. Practice forgiveness of others and of yourself. Live in the present moment. Your power is here and now. Take care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential. Accept your current reality as a starting point for change. Cultivate gratitude. Look for the good, even in difficult times. Help others. It's one of the most powerful ways to help yourself. Be patient. Healing takes time. Remember that you always have a choice. You are not alone, and your pain does not define you. As we come to the close of our time together, I want to leave you with this final thought. Your journey from pain to peace is not just about ending suffering. It's about discovering who you truly are, about uncovering the strength and resilience that have been within you all along. It's about transforming your life in ways you might not even be able to imagine right now. Every step you take on this journey is an act of courage. Every time you choose hope over despair, every time you reach out for support instead of isolating yourself, every time you practice self-care or self-compassion, you're not just healing, you're growing, evolving, becoming more fully yourself. The path from pain to peace is not always easy. There will be challenges along the way. There will be days when you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But remember, progress isn't always linear. Sometimes the greatest growth happens during the most challenging times. So keep going. Keep taking those steps forward, no matter how small they might seem. Keep believing in yourself and in your capacity to heal. Keep reaching out to others, both for support and to offer support. Keep practicing self-care and self-compassion. Keep looking for the lessons and the opportunities for growth in your experiences. And most importantly, keep holding on hope. Hope is not some passive wish that things will get better. Hope is an active force. It's the voice inside you that says, keep going when everything else says give up. It's the light that guides you through the darkest times. It's the seed of every positive change, every transformation. You have that hope within you. It might be buried under layers of pain and fear, but it's there. Nurture it. Feed it with positive thoughts, with acts of self-care, with connections to others. Let it grow and flourish. As you leave here today, I want you to know this. You are stronger than you think. You are more resilient than you know. You have within you everything you need to move from pain to peace. Trust in that. Believe in that. And then act on that belief, 1 step at a time. Your journey to peace starts now in this moment. It starts with the next choice you make, the next step you take, and I believe in you. I believe in your capacity to heal, to grow, to transform your life. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Go forward with courage, with hope, with determination. Embrace the journey with all its challenges and all its opportunities for growth. And know that on the other side of pain, peace is waiting for you, not as some distant, unattainable goal, but as a state of being that you can cultivate day by day, choice by choice, moment by moment. You will never hurt again in life. Not because you'll never face challenges or difficulties, but because you'll have developed the inner strength, the resilience, the wisdom to navigate those challenges with grace and peace. Y'all have learned to find meaning in your struggles, to see opportunities for growth where once you saw only pain. This is your journey, your path from pain to peace. And it begins now. Take that first step. And then the next, and the next. Keep going, keep growing, keep believing. Your peace is waiting for you. Go claim it. Thank you for being here, for being open to this message, for being willing to embark on this journey of transformation. Remember, you are not alone. We're all on this journey together, supporting each other, lifting each other up. So go forward with courage, with hope, with the knowledge that you have within you, everything you need to move from pain to peace. Your future self, that person of strength, of resilience, of inner peace, is waiting for you. Every step you take brings you closer to becoming that person. Every choice you make in favor of healing, of growth, of peace, transforms you a little bit more. So go now, take what you've learned here and apply it to your life. Practice these principles daily. Be patient with yourself, but also be persistent. Keep moving forward, even when it's difficult, especially when it's difficult, because that's when the real growth happens. You are worthy of peace. You are capable of healing. You are stronger than your pain. Your journey from pain to peace is not just possible, it's inevitable as long as you keep taking those steps forward. Go now and create the life of peace, of joy, of fulfillment that you deserve. Your journey starts now. Make it count.